Hello, everybody. We are here for see our label that how much we are getting up, how much you are getting up, how development you do have. For that advancement, you are going to see by your code right now. So, what's your name?
Samir. My
You
name is
are
Samir.
Mr.
Muhammad Samir.
Muhammad Samir, right?
Yes, sir.
Could you let us know something about yourself?
As I told, my name is Muhammad Samir Hussain, and I live in Delhi. I have done my graduation from Indira Gandhi National Open University, and I am a student of a NEEV.
New. You are a student of New,
Yeah,
right? What do you learn in this new institute?
I learned so many things from this NEEV, except language. I came here to learn only language, but here I learned lot of things.
Samirji, just you are here to learn about effective communication, right?
Yeah.
So, related to this communication, I would like to ask some questions from you right now. What do you mean about effective communication skill?
Effective communication skills.
Skill, yes.
Communication skill. First, I would like to tell you what is communication skill. Communication skill is an art or process to exchange your thought, ideas, feeling, emotions, and your thought by sound, by the words, by the language, by the eye contact, by the pitch of speech, by your hand gesture. It's all come in a communication skills. Communication skills mean is communicate with the community. It's called communication.
Fantastic. Go ahead, beta. Go ahead.
It's called communications. Why we need communication in our life? Communication is most important in our life. If we want to go ahead in our life, or we want to get something in our life, so we must knowledge about communication skills. Communication skill, as I told, it is an art, and it is an art means we can be learn it by others art. Like we can learn others art, same thing here applies, that we can learn this skill. If you have a power of this skill, you can rule this world. You can win the million of heart just because of this skill. This skill is not a similar thing, not a casual thing. It is very powerful thing. If I talk about earlier time, previous time, when our India was ruling by the British, at that time we had a lot of leader, and the leader had a good communication skill, like Mahatma Gandhi. Who is Mahatma Gandhi and who was Mahatma Gandhi? Mahatma Gandhi was a good leader just because he has a knowledge of speaking. He has a knowledge of communication. He connect the youth. He connect the all countries people by the words, by the communication. It is the power of communication. If I talk about the Abraham Lincoln, Nelson Mandela, and there are million of people who had a good communication skills, and the rule in the in entire world in a present time. Now our Narendra Modi sir, our PM, he is a very good communicator. He has a good ability to connect the people. Now he is connecting, and he is running our India just because of power of communication. It is the power of communication skills.
That's great. Fantastic. You replied well. Next question is I want to ask from you right now. What types of communication skills are there that we learn? How many kinds of them?
First, this is a channel. There are two types of channel. First is verbal communication, second is non-verbal communication. And what is different between verbal and non-verbal communication? Verbal communication, in the case in verbal communication, we express our feeling or thought by the words, by the language, by the sound, and by the writing as well. It comes in a verbal communication. In non-verbal communication means when we don't use voice, when we don't use word, we just use our face expression, our eye contact, sometimes our smile, body language, our hand gesture. It's all come in our non-verbal communication, and both are very important. Sometimes we don't know that we are connecting with the people by non-verbally. Because if you see, if you are here, maybe when you come here by from your home, you do lot of you connect with the people just because of non-verbal communication. This is non-verbal communications.
Okay, next question is very significant for you related to communication skill. That what is the role of communication skill in our career, in our success?
in our success. If suppose that I am here, I have a lot of knowledge, I have a lot of strength, I have a lot of money, I have a good background and great background. Even though I don't have a knowledge of communication, maybe people will first, people will don't love me, because communication teach us how to give respect and how to take respect. This is the first thing we, this is the first thing we can learn by the communication. Second thing is here comes, there are many people who want to get success in their life. Whatever they wanted to do, they try to do, but they know how to do. And that case communications uh, role is a vital. If you have power of communication, so definitely you will connect the people, and people will help you, and you will help them also by the communication skill. This is and you can go ahead with your life according to this conversation, according to this power. This is the role of communications.
Samirji, you explained significantly
Yep.
what I asked to you right now. The next question is there: how do we learn communication skill?
How do we learn communication skills? As I told you, it is a skill and it can be learned, and there are many ways to learn. First, our environment, how our elders talks, it is also a teacher. Who is our teacher? uh, most of the time we think teachers only those are writing, those are teaching in a school. Yeah, that is a teacher of, this is a teacher, but in a one sided. There are many teacher in front of us, and with whom we live our life, like our parents, like our society, like our friends. And by those we can learn communication skills. We can learn communication skills. Suppose that there's a one park and people are abusing, what it is a it is a bad communication. And here we have to know that if this is bad communication, we have to backward our step. This is because this is bad communication. And what is good communication? If suppose that there is a one group and they are creating someone, and they are smiling, and they are joying, and they are going with their life toward in a success, means they are good in communication. So we can learn good things from this from our society. And by the our internet is a very good process to learning anything. If you have any doubt, you can ask internet, you can google, and the answer will be in front of you in a few seconds, and you can learn communication from the internet.
Excellent, fantastic. The role of smile in communication skills. The
the
role
ro-
of smile in the process of connecting to the people. You are going to explain right now.
the role of smile in communication skills. If you have a good communication skill but have you don't have a smile, you know what smile is, how does work. Smile is as important in a communication as humans has oxygen. If suppose that communicate with the people, but you are not smiling, you are just speaking the blah 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 blah, just speaking fluently. So what will happen? Who is in front of you, he will get irritated, he will never give you the reply. Maybe he will get he will get agitated, and he will not interested. Communication means is the listening first, and then asking, make them understand why the question arise and what the reason behind it. It is the communication, and you can do everything by just smile.
Okay, what is a we can say rule of communication skill, because people have a communication but they don't know very well communication rules. That's why they fail somewhere. So do you explain
Yeah, yeah.
rules?
Could you explain it?
Could you explain it?
Yes.
There are three types of rule which a communicator must be there. First is listening, second is empathy, third is logically. Why I am saying thing? First, suppose that guys you are here and I am speaking, but you all are not listening, so it is not a communication. I am just speaking, it is not a communication if I am speaking. And second side is uh, empathy. I'm speaking by heart, or someone is speaking with you who is in front of you by heart, and you are not taking in a good way. You are just making some joke, even though he is maybe emotional, maybe he's laughing, but you are not creating that moment, and you are not in this environment, and that is the bad. A communicator must know about the empathy. If you know the how to create and how to empathy, how to empathy, how to control empathy, so you can relate with the another person who is in front of you very easily, and make them understand by the logically and interestingly. If you have a knowledge but you are just giving, if you will do this so you will get a success, that's it. What will happen, maybe someone listen you but they will not take a serious. But on the other hand, if you will make her understand with curiosity, with enthusiasm, so he will get understand easily and he will go ahead in a hard life.
Samriti, the last question is here for you. How do you change just you are seeing in yourself?
How do
Just how do you see yourself that you are changing? You are your personality. You are spreading your personality. You are expanding your personality. You are updating yourself. You are going to talk about your little experience that you are changing yourself.
there is one reason I would like to tell you what is the behind about my personality. Here I am speaking. Why? Because now I learn little bit, learn maybe not a too much learn about communication. Now what I am doing, I am trying to now I am trying to communicate with you, and this is good that I am trying, and this is the part of communication. A communication is very important for everyone, either you and I. If we have power, if we have knowledge to communicate, so as I told you, we can win the million of heart. Not a, don't run behind the money. First first win the million of heart, and we can learn, we can win the million of heart by the communication skills. So
Fantastic. Clapping for him. That's it. You have to pay attention on your personality. You have to pay attention on your communication, because by communication we are going to become just, we are an animal, but we are going to become a social animal. Because without human connectivity, without human affection, without human love, we couldn't survive, even we couldn't live this given and gifted life. So communication is very, very important in our life, as you explained. Again, clapping for him. Fantastic.